Hello there, welcome to RJ's Reptiles and Exotics. It's the first ever vlog I'm done. Let's start off with something nice and simple, but not many people know about this snake if you're not in the hobby. It is the northern pine snake. As you can see, really placid, really friendly. It's part of the colubrid family, which involves like corn snakes and what have you. Pretty big boy. They max out at around about, I don't know, 80 to 100 inches. This boy here is really big. Really big. And you can tell he's a boy because he's got his spurs just about here. The base of his tail. Yeah, snakes do have tails. Usually starts around about a little lump just there. The spurs are used to hold onto the females and tickle away so she's ready, so he can insert one of his two penises. A lot of reptiles have more than one penis. Personally, I think one's enough and one gets you in enough trouble. But yeah, so anyway, here we go. Then this snake here is looking for a name. It's one that we collected 2 days ago from Cheshire. A nice long drive for me and Leo to get this boy. As you can see, he's very active. But originally, from the United States, more about the southeast and eastern regions. So you're talking about Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, places like that, where they eat small rodents such as rats, mice, basically anything that'll fit in its mouth. Even moles, they even don't eat moles. But yeah, as you can see, this boy's very active. He likes being out. They are known to hiss, but it's more as a noise to say, get away, I'm big, I'm beastly, I'm dangerous. But they're not dangerous. Not dangerous at all, non-venomous. They also, which I'll not get him to do, but sometimes when you go in his viv, his tail rattles and shakes like a rattlesnake. Even though it doesn't have a rattle, it vibrates and sounds like one, which is pretty good because in that part of the world they actually have rattlesnakes. And if you look at the pattern, it's not too far off one, so you would be pretty intimidated if you came across one. Oh, it's pretty hot in here anyway. So anyway, this species, if you were to get, are seldomly cheap in the hobby. So I think personally they're a good starter pet if you want something different from your corn snakes and things like that. To start off, can you hear him hiss? No, he's not going to do for us. But yeah, there we go. So I keep them, this species in general, on some bark, which is nice. Gives them somewhere to dig around. It's a nice colour. Some people prefer to keep them on aspen, but they do prefer to like pretty low humidity, nothing high. Really easy as long as they've got a hide in some water. And they are really active snakes as well. So a snake this size, you're looking at around about a 6 foot viv, which seems big, but it's not when you've got it up. And when you watch the snake, it's not one that just sits in the corner. It's literally non-stop. As you can see, this boy's always on the move. There you go. But yeah, I think he's an absolute awesome snake. Really placid, easy to keep. Personally, I would highly recommend. But any of you guys out there want to pick a name for this boy, I'd really appreciate it. He is a pine snake. He's got a nice little, does feel a bit like a pine cone. He's nice texture to him, really soft, really gentle. So yeah, I'll just put this guy back and we'll move on to the second one. I'm only going to do 2 reptiles today. Both of them are, in fact, am I doing another snake? No, I'm not actually. The next one I'm doing is going to be my Bosc monitor, my Savannah monitor. Young boy, he's called Barry. I've got him trained doing all sorts, but I'll just get him in next. Give me 1 second. And here is Barry. Barry the Bosc. He's semi-tame. He's getting there. He just hates to be still, as you can see. Let's try and get him to calm down. He likes to have a run around, you see. There's Barry. He's a Bosc monitor from the Savannah in Africa. Yeah, so he's all the way from, I believe, Senegal and East Sudan. Yeah, I was right, yeah. So from Senegal, East Sudan. One misconception with this animal is that they like to be kept on sand and deserty terrains and stuff, but if you have a look and see them in the wild, they love to dig. They live in more forestry areas, you see. And one of the problem with this animal in the pet trade is that they come really cheap as babies. He's got me exhausted, he's so powerful. Really cheap in babies, so you're talking about from 50 to 80 pounds for a baby. And you would look at this lizard and think, really cute, absolutely awesome, so good. It's alright, son, it's alright. It's alright. There we go, there we go. Oh. But yeah, he doesn't like to stay still, does Barry. He likes to be out and about and moving. And those claws, they're built for digging, not just into the ground, but into your skin. And I mean that. But yeah, what I was saying about the trouble in the pet trade is people see them so cheap, go to buy them. And this boy, he's about 1 year old, and you can see how powerful he is already, and they grow fast. And an enclosure for an adult one of these, you're looking at around about 8 foot by 3 by 4 foot minimum, and that's a massive enclosure. That is a really big enclosure. Even at this size here, I've got him in a 5 foot by 2 foot by 3 foot, and he makes use of that. He doesn't stop climbing, digging. He does absolutely everything. Barry, he's not due a feed today. If he was, on a future video I'll show you some tricks I can do with him. He comes by his name, and he's also target trained, and he can do a special move where he tripods up and stands on his back legs and straight up in the air, just for your food, don't you, son? Right, but there he is there. Have a nice look at Barry. It's alright, son, it's alright. Some of the facts about him is they are, you know, another misconception. A lot of people in the hobby who keep them feed them rodents, mice and things like that, but in the wild they don't eat nothing like that at all. They're more insectivores, which means they eat a lot of insects. They also eat a lot of mollusks, including snails, slugs, things like that, and that's what they eat primarily of. And the problem is feeding them a lot of fatty foods such as like frozen mice and rats and chicks, is they are full of fat. And these animals should not be really, really overweight and fat. And it's so easy for these animals to get overweight and fat. It really is. Thing is with him, look, he's clawed up all my arm. I'll show you my arm in a second after this. But literally, he's done a shit on it. Right. Oh my word, if you look, he's done some big poos. Thank you very much, mate. I'll have to get that cleaned up after, but that is stinking. Another thing about any sort of monitor lizards, snakes, reptiles in general, is what you'll find out is they absolutely stink when they go to the toilet. Like, you think you smell some smells, but trust me, you haven't. I'm going to pop him back and I'll show you what sort of mess he's just made here. Oh my god. Oh. Right, let me quickly show you what he's just done. Have a look at that. Now that is just of him, and he's made such a mess, absolute mess. I'm going to have to get that a proper clean up. Right, let me talk about him for now while he's back. Look at my trousers. Absolutely disgusting. Give me 1 second. Whoa, you smell nothing like that, I'm telling you. I am serious. It's like a mixture between rotten flesh and fish, and basically the worst smells you can think of, and then some. I'm just having a spray around to sort them out. What I was saying about them in the pet trade, yeah, Barry's just telling me by shitting on us, basically seeing he doesn't want to be held. So in the pet trade they fed a lot of fatty animals, which makes them overweight. Isn't good, you know. People who know me, I love my animals. I like to keep them how they would be in the wild. I feed them what they would get fed in the wild if possible, and basically it's just what I do, and that's what he can do to you as well. Just a bit damage, you know, a bit blood. That's just off him holding on. Absolutely crazy and a powerful animal at 1 year old, you know. I mean, you look at him full grown full grown animal, he's going to get to about 3.5 foot, 4 foot tops max. But this isn't just a small thin animal. This animal is going to be bulky, strong. They have powerful legs, tail, as you can see, and their bite force is something to really think about. They do need a lot of time spent with them because monitor lizards, Varanidae is a scientific name, and they are really intelligent. They're up there with the most intelligent reptiles on the planet. They watch what you do, they watch how you close a vivarium, watch how you open and close doors, and they'll learn. They'll pick that up off you, no worries. But yeah, any questions about them? Sorry about being absolutely shit on, but I'm sure that made the video a little bit normal. This is like literally the everyday in my life of what I do. I get shit on a daily basis, and it's not normal shit. If I could let you smell this now, I'm sure you'd turn the video off, to be honest. But any questions about the page, about what we do? Mainly what we will do though is we try and do a lot of rescues. We will do some rehoming, because there's a lot of people out there who don't know how to keep these animals, and I want to educate people on that. So any questions, just fire them away. There's no such thing as a stupid question when it comes to keeping animals. They come first, personally, and I'm sure a lot of you would agree with that. These are just two of how many I keep, and that was Barry definitely keeping us on our toes. But tomorrow we're going to have Leo and Lola doing a talk on two of their favourite animals that they keep and giving you some facts. Hopefully they don't get shit on, but you never know what's going to happen when you work with animals. And also every week I'll do a video doing 2 different animals I keep. And the next video I will probably do my boa constrictor, and I'll do one of my tarantulas maybe. I'll do a tarantula, a nice bright coloured one, or my giant centipede. We'll have a look on that one. But yeah, just give my page a like, share it. Any questions, please ask. And I mean please ask. I am cut to bits just off holding that lizard there. But he doesn't mean it. You know what I mean? At all, he doesn't mean it. But thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video.